Alright, welcome back to Tenor Guitar Time. This lesson is all about the E-shaped dominant 7th chord. So, quick review here. Here's our E-shaped major chord at the E. Here's the E-shaped minor chord, E minor. And the E7th chord leaves the root where your first finger is on the E note. There's your E7th, E-shaped 7th chord. Now, a lot of you are probably familiar with this D7th form, and you probably do it like this. But if you were to do it with starting with your second finger, then you just slide that up, and your root, first finger will fall on the root. So E7, F7, A7, B7. So for today, let's practice this at the A7th. Right here, here's the chord. The root is at the 7th fret on the D string. And here is the E-shaped 7th arpeggio. Now, if you remember from the previous videos, the 7th arpeggio just adds one more note to the major arpeggio. So we get a 1, 3, 5 and a flatted 7, which in this case at the A7th will be our G note right there. So here's the basic arpeggio. 1, 3, 5, flatted 7, 1. And then let's extend it to the high string and the low string. Alright, and that'll be our first practice pattern. Let's go around the 7th arpeggio with the metronome nice and slow. And let's do it right here at the A7th using the high notes and the low notes. Alright, let's do a double time. 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's do that a little slower. Okay. Go. In the opening piece, I was just playing a 1, 4, 5 from the E, using the E major with the E-shaped chord to the A7, E-shaped A7. Trying to play the E major, but also playing a little bit of the 7th notes on that one. B7, A7, E. So let's just move around the basic arpeggio, going from E to A to E, B7, A7. From the E. That's your 1-4-5 pattern from the E7th. Now I'm not trying to play any blues scales, just arpeggios, and it still kind of sounds like you're playing the blues scale because you're playing those significant notes in those chords. All right, let's try one more little homework assignment for you. Let's practice. Now, let's kind of bring in our minor arpeggio from last week, which, if you remember, at the A minor, E-shaped A minor, is we're going to use a little progression as an A minor, then a D minor right here at the 12th fret. Whoops. And then an F7 right here to E7. Or we could do it down here, F7. Now on those, we're not going to hang on those chords very long, so we're going to just do partial bits of the arpeggio. Like, for example, maybe... So we're just going to use three or four notes on a couple of strings instead of trying to fit the whole arpeggio into that time. And this is just a unofficial, crude version of The Thrill Is Gone. I think it's a B.B. King song. A minor, D minor, back to A minor, F7, E7, A minor. All right, here we go. So let's go nice and slow. And we're really just, I'm going to try to do repetitive arpeggio notes, just because really we're not playing The Thrill Is Gone. We're just getting a roadmap of how we can move up and down the neck and know where those significant notes are that are always work in those chords. Thanks for joining me on Tenor Guitar Time. Keep practicing. right, see you next time on Tenor Guitar Time.